presented by Pat's News Center. Here's the latest out of Foxborough as the Patriots gear up for Sunday's clash with the Carolina Panthers. With 2 open spots on the practice squad to begin the week, the Patriots have now filled both, adding rookie tight end G. Scott Jr. and veteran offensive lineman Royce Newman. Pats Nation, these aren't just depth moves. They're strategic reinforcements as the team looks to solidify key positions heading into Week 4. Let's start with G. Scott Jr., a name that might ring a bell. The 24-year-old tight end is back in New England after being waived at the 53-man cutdown and spending a brief stint on the practice squad in August. At 6'3" and 240 pounds, Scott brings size, athleticism, and a unique background, originally a wide receiver at Ohio State. During his time with the Buckeyes, he played in 52 games and started 16, hauling in 47 catches for 393 yards and 3 touchdowns. In preseason action, he logged 48 offensive snaps, flashing the versatility that got him noticed in the first place. Now, he returns to Foxborough as a developmental piece with upside in the tight end room. Joining him is a more seasoned figure, offensive lineman Royce Newman. At 28 years old, Newman enters with 52 NFL games under his belt, including 24 starts. Originally drafted by the Packers in the 4th round of the 2021 NFL Draft, he's also spent time with the Bucs and Cardinals. Standing 6'5" and weighing in at 310 pounds, Newman has logged over 1,700 offensive snaps and nearly 200 on special teams. While right guard is his primary position, his ability to line up at left guard and right tackle gives the Patriots some much-needed flexibility in the trenches. These moves come after a pair of 53-man roster losses earlier in the week. Linebacker Mark Robinson was signed away by the New York Jets, followed by offensive tackle Thayer Munford Jr., who was scooped up by the Cleveland Browns. Head coach Mike Vrabel and his staff acted quickly to backfill the depth chart, showing once again that this team stays aggressive, even off the field. Sunday's game at Gillette Stadium kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern, and you can bet the Foxborough faithful will be loud and proud. Stick with Pat's News Center for everything Patriots as we march toward another Sunday showdown. Now, the cornerback Christian Gonzalez, one of New England's brightest young stars, is making progress. After being sidelined last week with a nagging hamstring injury, Gonzalez is officially set to do more in practice this week. That's a welcome development for a secondary that's been looking for a spark. But let's be clear, while this is a step forward, he's still not all the way back. The Patriots listed Gonzalez as a limited participant in Wednesday's practice, which means he's still not getting a full workload just yet. Now, for fans who've been waiting to see number 6 back on the field, this is encouraging, but it's also a sign the team is being cautious. And understandably so. Hamstrings can be tricky, especially for a player like Gonzalez who relies on speed, burst, and fluid movement to lock down opposing receivers. The coaching staff clearly wants him at 100% before turning him loose again. Still, the momentum is building. Gonzalez himself spoke to the media this week and admitted he was upset he couldn't suit up last week. But he also said he respected the team's decision to hold him out. That's the kind of maturity and team-first attitude that makes him such a key part of this franchise's future. Let's not forget, before the injury, Gonzalez was playing like a top-tier corner. He was sticky in coverage, physical at the point of attack, and already earning national praise as one of the league's top young defenders. Getting him back on the field, even in a limited role, is a big deal for this Patriots defense that's been looking to tighten up down the stretch. The injury report didn't stop with Gonzalez, though. Linebacker Clavon Chaisson and offensive lineman Jared Wilson were both non-participants in Wednesday's session. Wilson is dealing with both ankle and knee issues, and his absence from the offensive line rotation could be something to monitor, especially with the unit already battling consistency issues. Defensive tackle Christian Barmore was also listed as limited, but that was a planned rest day. No concern there. Barmore has been a force up front all season, and the staff is clearly managing his reps carefully as they look to keep him fresh for Sundays. In more positive news, a group of key contributors were full go in practice, signaling they're ready to roll. Cornerback Carlton Davis, tight end Hunter Henry, wide receiver Mac Hollins, and linebackers Anthony Jennings and Marte Mop, who all practiced without limitations. That's big, especially for Henry, who's been battling a knee issue. Having him healthy adds another reliable target in the passing game, something the Patriots need as they try to find rhythm on offense. Look, we're heading into a critical stretch of the season. And while the team's record might not be where fans hoped it would be, these small developments matter. Getting healthy, building chemistry, finding momentum, and Christian Gonzalez returning to action, even in stages, is a massive part of that. This is a player the franchise views as a future cornerstone. His competitiveness, his drive, and his physical skill set make him one of the most exciting young defensive backs in the league. Pats Nation, this isn't just about one player coming back from injury. It's about the bigger picture, the growth of this team, and the resilience they continue to show. To the diehard Foxborough faithful and the entire Pats Nation, buckle up, because things are heating up in the Patriots secondary, and some major decisions could be on the horizon. As we head into Week 4 of the NFL season, the Patriots sit at 1-2, looking to rebound when the Carolina Panthers come to town. But while the team is dialing in on their game plan for Sunday, there's another storyline developing behind the scenes, and it centers around the struggling cornerback room. According to insider Jordan Schultz, New England reached out to the Tennessee Titans about a possible trade for cornerback Jarvis Brownlee. But instead of landing in Foxborough, Brownlee ended up heading to division rival New York, as the Jets secured the deal on Tuesday. Now, on the surface, that might look like just another missed opportunity. But if you read between the lines, it tells you everything you need to know about how the Patriots feel about their current depth, and more specifically, about Alex Austin. Let's rewind a bit. Christian Gonzalez, the promising young corner who took the league by storm last year, returned to practice last week. That's great news. But he still wasn't ready to suit up against the Steelers, which meant someone had to fill his shoes. That someone was Alex Austin. And unfortunately for the Patriots, the drop-off was hard to ignore. Austin has appeared in all 3 games this season and has started 2 of them. But the production? It's been flat-out underwhelming. He's recorded just 8 total tackles and a single pass deflection. But the real issue lies in the advanced metrics. According to Pro Football Focus, Austin has been one of the worst graded cornerbacks in the NFL. We're talking a 39.9 overall grade, 152nd out of 158 qualifying corners. His coverage grade sits at a brutal 37.2. He's given up 9 catches on 12 targets for 153 yards and a touchdown. Quarterbacks targeting Austin are putting up a ridiculous 144.4 passer rating, nearly perfect. It's no surprise, then, that New England benched him for Week 3. And when a player gets benched and the front office is actively working the phones to bring in competition, that's a clear sign. Alex Austin isn't just underperforming. He's teetering on the edge of the roster. He may be playing in Christian Gonzalez's spot, but the Patriots clearly don't view him as a reliable depth option. The fact that they were this close to acquiring another body at corner tells you everything. Now let's take a quick look at the guy they try to bring in, Jarvis Brownlee. Drafted in the 5th round of the 2024 NFL Draft, Brownlee's already started 16 games across the last 2 seasons for Tennessee. In just 2 starts this year, he's put up 17 tackles and a pass breakup along with a 59.0 PFF grade overall. That's not spectacular, but compared to Austin, it's a major upgrade. Brownlee's 61.0 coverage grade ranks 72nd, solid for a rotational corner. And he's allowed just 8 receptions for 59 yards total. That kind of performance is exactly what New England was looking for. A dependable, low-cost depth piece who can hold the line when called upon. So where does this leave the Patriots heading into a critical Week 4 showdown? Well, Christian Gonzalez might be getting close to a return, and that would provide a huge lift. But behind him, the Patriots still have some very real concerns. The fact that they tried to bring in help, and the fact that they couldn't close the deal, means they'll be rolling with what they've got for now. But make no mistake, Alex Austin is firmly on the hot seat. Another poor showing, and it wouldn't be surprising to see the team move on, especially if Gonzalez gets healthy or another opportunity presents itself on the trade market. Pats Nation, this is one of those moments where roster decisions can swing the season. The margin for error is razor thin in the NFL, and every play, every snap, and every assignment matters. If the Patriots want to claw their way back into playoff contention, they need their defense firing on all cylinders, and that means locking down the back end. Keep it locked right here on Pat's News Center for all the latest updates, breakdowns, and inside info straight for Foxborough. And as always, go Pats!